You guys see?
Yes. Ooh.
Yeah. Okay, our first story. Life-size doll spotted hanging from tree in Thailand. Turns out to be a 20-year-old woman's corpse. So what happened was on the 23rd March.
It wasn't me. Okay.
In fact, do you know this place called Udon Thani? Which
It wasn't me. Okay, stop it.
I don't even know where is Udon Thani, so I think most likely we're
Never heard of it.
So a street sweeper was spotted a life-size doll hanging on the tree, and on first thought it was a doll. So she continued sweeping. Maybe it was quite early in the morning, so the visibility wasn't that good. No street light, no nothing. Then on closer look, she was shocked to discover that it was a woman's corpse hanging from the tree, prompting her to call the police. So police arrived and they found the woman to be identified as 20-year-old Miss Thanaporn, who was blind on her left eye. The corpse was tied to a mango tree with a nylon rope, and her tongue was sticking out of her mouth. So her right hand looked like it was trying to pull the rope, strangling her neck. So like the rope is tying her, and she was like trying to resist, and ultimately the struggle is futile, So it become like whether is it suicide or something else. So they found the rental place and found her ID card, disabled person's card, anti-anxiety medication. So she has some anxiety issue, leading them to believe that she suffered from depression. Officers also found other documents, including ID card report. Missing ID card report. So she lost her ID card. Security guard believed to be the deceased boyfriend. So as CCTV.
Wow. So there's a dead boyfriend.
No, the boyfriend
boyfriend is
Oh, okay. Residents believe the woman have quarreled with boyfriend. So in the dormitory.
No, they haven't quarreled. The boyfriend and the girl.
The residents. That's the thing with this report.
Deceased.
All this.
The boyfriend is fine. 8 p.m.
The people from the dormitory say they never quarrel, but then the headline say they quarreled.
So the boyfriend is alive, lah. So don't know basically.
So no, the belief is that the boyfriend is the cause of her death. So
I mean, if it's okay, so then you've got murder versus suicide, right?
Correct.
So naturally, they're going to be looking for the boyfriend to question him.
Boyfriend, yeah.
Because it's still an investigation. Tracking down. So they're tracking down the boyfriend.
When they look at the corpse, right? Her hand was trying to resist the noose of the.
Well, if you're trying to commit suicide, also I think it's a natural reaction,
True. But usually your hand will not reach to that point to try to pull, or could be lah, because they're struggling, right?
We need more details. Was there something for her to stand on? If there was a stool, then it's more likely to be a suicide, because then she would need to step up to hang herself, ma.
Actually, from the picture, we don't see.
There's nothing there, is it?
Nothing there, no. So
was there something for her to stand on?
It's like there's quite a big gap from the floor.
High up,
Yeah,
it's kind of creepy, isn't it? I mean.
No, so you know what's creepy? The creepy is finding it.
They pull from another.
Imagine you make such a grisly find.
I tell you.
What do you do? I mean, like
whoever.
I would scream and run away, honestly.
No, but then you have to call the police. They have to come. Then it's like this place. I tell you, good luck, man.
I still have one question. One question. Look at the policeman. Why is PO then lies? Why got two different color? I don't. Why lah?
Is that I think he buy from army market this kind of thing. Maybe it doesn't look like. It doesn't look like
official,
the.
Right? Not
official.
Right?
I don't think it's official. But down there got the Thai word, so hard to say. But they suspected could be quarreling. Then the girl depressed and hang, but.
So you know what they say, right? If this was murder, then she'd be haunting the mango tree lah. So no more banana tree, now is mango tree, is it? They upgrade.
Yeah. I think it would be sweet, the mango. But anyway, the follow-up, the autopsy revealed that the body had no signs of assault. So the boyfriend didn't hit her lah. Yeah. Anyway, the police are tracking down the deceased boyfriend as they question about the exact cause of the victim's death.
Right.
The next headline is the one that's got my attention. Children finding headless corpse while playing football. That one's got my attention more than the first one.
Yeah. Okay.
What's up all these headlines, man? Seriously.
You want to see? Okay,
And why is it all Thailand?
This is Thailand also.
Yeah, what's happening
all
in
in Thailand? One lady found in a tree. Kids find
Headless corpse while playing football.
What?
But you look at where they play football, it's like a construction site there. Right?
Yeah.
All these places like construction site. And look at this place.
Floating. So it says
Floating in a canal while
retrieving football.
So their football
not in the field. I guess it.
This one is going to be
corpse with
nightmare
no
for
arms. So headless and
it's
no
like
arms.
it's like a gang hit, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, chop the head, chop the hands, throw in the river. Good lord.
where is this place? Samut Sakong. Oh, it's like not
Nowhere.
very.
No.
I heard of the name lah, but my geography of Thailand is as good as my geography of Malaysia lah. Not so good. I really don't know all these places. I only know Bangkok and Chiang Mai. That's all. Yeah, so it's heavily decomposed. For sure lah. Identity uncertain.
Yes.
If it's in the water, you also bloated until. Wow. So anyway,
Usually finds in Thailand.
the circumstances around stuff like that, right? We have to wait for investigations to conclude.
But most likely, how do you find, how do you find perpetrators? I mean, if you're in these cases, very tough also. How do you want to find them? If they don't want to be found, it's not like the movies, or the TV shows, they'll find DNA.
No, the cops the cops.
Stuff,
I think a lot of people thought like we're living in CSI. I think the CSI spoiled a lot of
No,
things.
I found
it's
DNA here.
movies and all these series are, you know that they are all scripted, that they are all made for entertainment. Real life is real life. I know so many people who live in an online world where their reality is completely based online, that they forget what it's like to be living in the real world. I don't know whether you all notice this or not, but there's this trend right now on social media with regards to that AI altered
the
Ghibli, as well as some other stuff. And I've seen so many people post about it, and their entire feed is filled with nothing but renditions of themselves in that image and in that style. Now, to me, the reason I haven't jumped on it is, firstly, I'm very.
You don't know how to.
Don't know how to do that.
Number one. But number two, I'm very happy to live in the real world. This is me. I am imperfect. I have a lot to learn. I have ways to go. But I'm also proud to live in the real world, to present myself in this manner. And it is actually quite frightening that people would rather hide behind versions of themselves. Now it's like, are you so, it's like minus the fun factor. After a while, a few pictures is fun, but if your entire feed is now that, it points to me.
I think whoever this person, right, next year, because Facebook, they give you the memories in today, right, then suddenly next year they pop up, wow, come on, I got so many. They'll laugh themselves silly that they were so.
Laugh themselves silly is one thing, but if I'm starting to notice patterns, it's like they prefer that version of themselves.
This not
to me,
new.
That's quite disturbing.
They want to escape from their reality,
Yes.
But the scary thing about AI is that all these videos. I mean, it's insane. I mean, it'll come to a point you don't know whether it's real or it's AI.
Yes, especially when it comes to deepfake.
Even now, you can. There's an AI now where you can combine two pictures, and then they can animate the pictures. They can put a picture of man and woman, separate pictures, and they can animate to be like holding hands or kissing.
Yeah.
It's
They can
insane.
put like two historical figure that is not
Side by
connected
side.
side by side, and they can do some silly things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is
I
why
don't
I'm
like
saying,
it,
like
I
when
don't
when
like
it comes
it,
to when it comes to the deep fake stuff, it's very dangerous. You can make
Dangerous,
all
yeah.
sorts of realities up these days. And the thing about AI is, are we then slaves to AI, or are we mastering it?
No,
That's a very
I-
important question moving forward.
I think whatever we watch from Terminator and all this, there are certain
It's-
level of truth. Yeah, the machines
So-
will be rising eventually lah. If you keep
So you see,
trying to push
who,
the
who
button,
needs to talk? Who needs to talk about ghosts and the paranormal and the supernatural?
Yeah.
AI is scary enough to me. No need to go that far. No need to talk about Chepon. Let's talk about what's happening in AI.
No lah. Check pun too busy taking the Ghibli picture already lah. So like,
Yeah, I think she
Is
also
that-
will run her
yeah.
own.
yeah.
She sure have. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys remember this picture?
Oh, good
This
Lord.
meme. This train is in Sri Lanka.
This is Sri Lanka.
Just
I've
fall
been
off
on
and
it.
die lah. Stop wasting time. Just
Oh,
fall off and
Lord.
die lah.
Ah,
Stupid nonsense.
So Chichi's here already.
Hello.
Hello, brothers and
Hello,
sisters.
Chichi.
and
Hey, Chichi. Why?
Did you never hear what Chichi called?
Never.
You can
One
hear
more
me?
time.
You can hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Cannot hear
You
you.
can. You can
We
hear
can
us.
hear you and we
Can
can
you hear?
see you. I heard
Yeah.
what you said very loud, very clear.
I can see you all. I only can see the.
The picture.
Okay. Yeah.
Because you're using the phone. So this picture is this couple from don't know where lah, Russia or something. They started this meme. There's
This
another
trend,
one.
this sickening trend.
I didn't know it's a trend. I saw it and I
Yeah lah,
didn't think.
Yeah,
I didn't.
these clowns did it first. Then
Ah.
every other one, oh, I also want a picture like that. Then one by one started falling off the train.
Did
Like,
they fall
so
off?
you-
Is that the story?
No, yeah, the story coming up is that okay, all this article is from 2019 okay? So this train in Sri Lanka, this scenic train ride. So couples like to take this picture, but you know lah how dangerous this is. So something happened
It's
lah.
dangerous because they're on a bridge, and the curve that you can see, then it goes over a gorge. So it's a bridge. The train is crossing over a gorge on a bridge. So if you're going to be hanging out of a train, never mind that you lose your handhold and fall off. If you come to where there are poles, electric poles and telephone poles or whatever, you can
Oh,
knock your head
other side.
and fall out and die
You
as
can
well.
die.
This
Easily
is
die.
even worse. So what happened is this Bodo tourist from China leans out Sri Lanka train for photo, slam into the tunnel wall.
It's like
And
the,
now
you know,
pitch-
the,
Oh my God, it's so bad to
the
laugh.
Coyote and the, you know,
No.
Road
It's like-
Runner, you know.
Your tunnel is coming, you still want to lean out. And it's
Because
like-
they are not looking in that direction. They are
They're
looking
taking picture,
behind.
right? They're taking picture, right?
Aiyo.
So this is March 14. So this Chinese. Then you
It's
see
like-
calls all these Sri Lanka paramedics to be so. So she's not the only one this year. So what happened is in February the same year, a 53-year-old Russian tourist in Sri Lanka reportedly dead after falling from train, leaning out for a photo. So what is this with this thing about this Sri Lanka train that everybody must go and take this
No,
picture?
it's a trend, you see. It's a trend.
What's Chichi saying? What did he say?
Chichi, yes?
Yeah, it's like what Farah said. It's a trend for them to take picture that kind of way.
What,
Or maybe
you know
they
what
see too
trend
much
I want to
Bollywood
see?
movie.
Yes, Chichi. Okay, so I tell you something, okay? Every time I go to India, okay, I've been on this train in Sri Lanka. I've also been on trains in India. Now, every time I go to India, and I always tell Chichi, I say, you are due on a trip with me to
India.
Yeah, but he said he don't want to go. You know why he don't want to go?
Why?
No toilet.
Because he feels cheated. He feels cheated that whatever he sees in Bollywood movies doesn't actually take place on the trains. He asked me. He said, "Do people like sing, dance, and then they go up the train?" I said, "There is
Sing, dance, go around the tree. Day.
yeah." On top of the train, do they go on top of the train? And so I said, "No, don't have it." He said, "I'm not going then. I cannot. My feelings are cheated."
I think it's a Shah Rukh Khan movie, right? Huh? Chaya.
At the bus, in the bus, on the
The bus also.
But maybe Sarah or Sonia can educate me. Is the culture in Sri Lanka and India and maybe compared to Pakistan a bit different?
They're all different.
South Asian country?
They're all different. Even within India itself. You've got the north, you've got the south, and then you have the coastal areas. Now, when you have such a large population and a large continent, you are going to have its own culture, its own dialects, its own practices within those separate areas. So they're all different. Even the food has got differences.
Correct. Yeah. So
it's the same in China, what? It's the same in China.
China, to me, everything's the same.
No,
it's my problem.
No need to go as far as China and India. Look at Indonesia. Indonesia, each district, they have their own little quirks and all. Malaysia is the same.
They have like 200 languages in Indonesia. It's so
even
diverse.
Philippines as well, right? Because when you have a place with like thousands of islands, people can be very reclusive at individual location. Because last time, the only way to travel around is by boat. So they might not even want to take that boat ride. So people just stay within that place itself.
When you have populations that are isolated, right, they will develop their own unique identity.
So anyway, this article is the first of many that I've seen from the last 2 months, what I call tourists behaving badly. So I have a few articles.
Is that a segment we're going to start? What? Tourists behaving badly?
I think I can come up with all these articles that's enough to last 2 hours just to yeah. Okay,
who wants to try on the MRT tomorrow?
That one cannot. That one use later. The Minister of Transport will come and talk to you. So this lady, Jetstar flight returns to Bali airport after passenger tried to open the door in mid-air. So the stories from what I read is that because Jetstar, I think they don't have seat dedicated. How can Jetstar not have dedicated seat? I don't know. But
the story with this particular lady was the person in front of her had reclined their seat, and then I think she wasn't happy about it. But how they paid for that seat, they can do whatever they want. The only time the seat has to be upright is during takeoff and when it's landing, or when you are served your food. Otherwise, they can definitely recline. But she was being very entitled.
It's a budget flight. How much can you recline?
It's
just a bit only.
I don't think you can.
Come on, it's a budget
tell the person in front. Let's it's uncomfortable.
No, but it doesn't matter. Even if it reclines fully, it won't hit you. I mean, you've all been on budget flights.
I want to know. Okay, let's say for instance, this lady, she made a fuss, right? And then the person in front of her refused to put the seat up, or already put the seat up, and she still continue like that. Would the three of you, 1, 2, 3, the three of you are men, okay? And she is obviously not very big. I'm looking at the video and her body language and all that. But how would the three of you react if you were the person that is sitting in front who had reclined the seat? Okay, let's do a bit of a role play here. I'm that woman.
Are you?
And then now, I'm
yes,
that woman.
Madam.
And then
what do you want?
Chichi, how would you react if?
No, that's not. It's just no.
If it was me sitting and then you recline your seat, then I tell you, excuse me, can you please put your? I asked him, and then you come with the makcik all. Wait, if I tapped you and I said, excuse me, can you put your seat up?
I as a non-confrontational person, I will I move forward. Firstly, I don't sleep on flight, so there's no benefit for me to recline my seat. Okay, that's me. Sarah?
Okay.
No, firstly, why are you being like a Karen?
What?
Why are you being like a Karen? Yeah, why are you being a Karen?
No, is that how you're going to respond? You're going to turn around and say, excuse me, why are you behaving like a Karen?
It depends. So it depends. So if you have a kid and then you need a space, if the circumstances, fine. if it's just your feelings are hurt, or you just like I don't want you to recline. If you give me this kind of answer, I'm going to ask you to go fly, Kyle.
Which is what she was trying to do. She was trying to open the door and go fly.
I am trying to go fly off, but
and also take 199 people with her.
I mean, I paid for the seat. You know, I have right to recline as everyone in the plane. You know, if it's not a valid reason, and just because you want it, go fly, Kyle.
Okay, so that's your reaction.
That's
Ichi,
my reaction.
how would you react?
Me, I will ask you to recline together. Let's recline together.
Damn, you recline like domino.
You think what? This is the Kallang wave, is it? Everybody recline. She was just entitled and really unacceptable behavior.
I share with the.
Now I won.
Now I want one light slap.
I don't want that seat. I told her the first note. If she
Sit your ass down.
Oh.
let's go to the flight.
This passenger attempted to open the cabin door mid-flight.
Break her arms lah. And she's
Which
causing.
baby crying.
Yeah.
You see, all I said was don't recline. Sonia wants to break her arms on. Violent, this one.
Speed of 5.
No. You see, in this case, right?
In this case,
In this case, if she's going to be endangering the entire plane, I would say violence is necessary. Just twist her arm behind her lah. I will tell Chichi, go, please, go and deal with this because I got no strength.
You want the violence, but you send another fella to do it. The role lah, this one. It's not some mafia boss like that. Chichi go kill her to woman. They
So
cannot.
the flight.
See, look at her
they
face.
turned.
The worst thing, the husband standing there like one gong.
Which is the husband? This one, the one in orange is the
Scoring
husband.
now.
The one
The
beside
fellow in
her.
orange.
No, the black one is the husband, I think.
Which
Orange
one?
one I know. The one in front
orange
lah,
one?
getting scolded lah.
Orange is the Jetstar star. Oh, this
No
one.
lah, this one.
Oh,
lah.
this
Yeah, that's the
one. This one.
husband, the one holding her.
Ayo. Handbag.
Darling, no, darling. Shut up and go.
He cannot.
Shut up and go.
He cannot
You never
control.
gave me yesterday. I want to jump.
She wants to jump.
Actually, we constitute as manslaughter if you kill her in international water or something.
No need to
International
kill
air.
lah.
No need
I'd
to
say
kill
you
lah,
just have to
just
restrain
masking
her only.
tape, you know, just-
And
just-
masking tape the mouth.
Wow, and then
Where's
put
the air
the
marshal
restrain
where's
the
the air
hands
marshal when you
behind.
need him? Where's the air marshal?
Any of you know that which point to press to immobilize her or not? Which point?
I don't want to say this one.
Oh, no.
The string will be shut off. Don't want. No, see the strings again.
Yeah, this one.
Oh, what is this? Oh,
This
What's it?
this American
Wombat.
influencer. So she's in Australia. She's filming this. So she put a wombat baby away from the mother. Then the mother is like frantically looking for the wombat baby.
Why would she do that?
She's the guy laughing.
See, the baby is already squealing away
Yeah,
like that.
speaking already.
it's scared, yeah.
Of course,
So,
she's pissed.
I think she still.
There was no reason for her to even take it away in the first place.
No, the reason is that they are filming their content for
making
their
content,
channel. They are American influencer. I tell you.
And then,
If-
okay, so
if
I ask you
this-
another question, okay? You mean to say that they uploaded the entire thing from the time that she
Of
picked
course,
it
like,
up?
not people. How people will know? They
And-
upload
okay,
into their
so-
Instagram. I don't know.
A bit stupid, right?
They kind of gave the story away lah.
Yeah, lucky
you-
Chichi never released the video of me with a pangolin.
I don't want to. SPCA, PETA.
What did you do, the pangolin?
Rescued it. Excuse me.
Oh, rescue is different lah. This one not rescue. This one is
The take away from the mother.
No, but I tell you, everything you do will be criticized because there are going to be trolls who are just waiting for you to do something and criticize it, whether it's for good or for bad. Am I right or not, Gigi?
No, but
Yes.
this one, this particular story, I mean, this is out of hand. This is out of control lah. I mean,
Then
And this is another
Sonia
one
asks,
whose
why
arms
do
need to
they
be
need to
broken.
film it?
see, more violence. You see?
You remember
All
why
this
we create?
nonsense makes me very angry, and then
Angry,
yes, the
right?
violence all
Yeah.
bubbles up.
Yeah. So it's like, the initiation of this video is about that Taiwanese YouTuber go and film the thing that got caught in Cambodia. This thing happened again, people. You all know who is this guy called David Somalia or don't know what his bullshit name is?
Yeah.
He went around in South Korea, Japan, going to do a lot of bullshit thing. Now he is incriminated in South Korea. He cannot go out already.
Very good.
And he feel entitled that they shouldn't, I don't remember what he did lah. He just do a lot of silly things. So a lot of this, as compared to this American couple, they are worse people, but still it doesn't make what they do is right. Anyway, they have been suspended from coming to Australia. Hope they
Very
never
good.
never go back again now, please lah.
Poor thing, you see, the mommy one back.
Yeah.
Aiya.
Strong people nowadays. Seriously.
Okay, last one. This in Thailand. So this guy, this cocaine from his pocket. We're at the airport.
What's he
And he started to
doing?
behave like a kid. So the story is that he came from Shanghai. He's going to Phuket, going for full moon party. Then you carry cocaine in your pocket, and then I don't know, is it a routine check at the airport? Then the cocaine drop out from the pocket. Then of course the police are alerted lah. I'm going to catch him. Then he just go on the floor and crying like a little boy like that lah, thinking that he's white man power. Then they won't come and catch him anymore. Tourists.
You know, Thai prisons are scary, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, I've never
Yeah.
been.
Same here.
Like that lah. Okay.
You know
Okay,
what?
so is he high or what? Did he already
No.
consume some cocaine and then that's why he's
Maybe
behaving like that?
could be on the plane. Maybe do a bit. But
What a waste
still,
of cocaine.
what a waste of life.
Yeah.
So I think he will be staying in Thailand for his
A bit more
holiday
longer
for a
lah.
long time.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay lah. It's in a resort. Free food, free exercise. No rent. Perfect.
So that is
Total
it.
immersion, you get Thai food every single day.
A lot of
Some gang rape. It's fine. Yeah.
a lot of tourists behaving badly. I don't know lah. Give us the rest of the world a bad name lah when we visit this country, doesn't it? Okay, last one. This one really touched. I mean, not touched. This one really affected me recently. Do you all know about this Japanese manga artist who warns of catastrophe in July 2025?
Oh, I heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Nostradamus, people who predict, have a premonition of what happened in the future. Nostradamus is the most famous one. Then during COVID, there was this Indian boy who say he can foresee future also. I don't know. You guys don't know. No, not you lah, Sarah. But this manga artist since the 1970s have been having recurring dreams about events happening. So some of the events that she predicted is the Kobe big earthquake in 1995. They say that she also predicted the tsunami in 2011 at the East Coast. So there's this dream that she had, and she published it. I think early 2000 or late 2010 or something. She published that there will be a big one coming in July 2025. Even the date she knows is July 4th, July 5th. Yeah, morning. So reef
Good Lord.
it's a Saturday. Will happen in the middle of the ocean between Philippines and Japan, causing a tsunami as 4 times higher than the one they experienced in 2011.
He's already taking your phone. Where am I on July?
Yeah, I'm checking. Where in the world will I be at that time?
It will affect a lot of places in the Pacific Rim. I mean, this is what. I mean, these few days have been getting a lot of...
Do you believe that there are people that can foretell the future, that can see that far into the future, you know? Do you believe in an ability like that?
A lot is that after the things happen, then this news came out, right?
But you see, this is coming out now, but it's about the future.
The future,
Do you believe that there are people with such ability?
The creepy thing is, see, that she has a good track record. So even though that's a track record of her getting things right, which kind of lends to her credibility. And saying that creeps me out, because if she's right, it's going to be a lot of destruction, a lot of people dying. You know, I don't want that. I hope she's wrong.
Yeah.
But even recently, the Japan government came out and said that they expect like a
mega
quake.
They are expecting a mega quake. Yes.
A mega quake, and then you see people like predicting disasters, and like because in Pacific Rim there's always some kind of volcanic eruption, earthquake. It's bound to happen in that region.
Ring of fire. Yes.
Yeah, ring of fire. So I hope it doesn't happen, but
just
because the last one we saw the images, it's haunting. You saw the Fukushima and all that.
Recently,
haunting.
After the Myanmar earthquake, there's been actually the last 4 days there are 4 volcanoes that is erupting. One in Japan,
in Indonesia as well.
Indonesia, one in
Semeru.
Philippines also.
Gigi, is the Semeru one?
So
Filipinos are just last week, I think.
Yeah, but then people will say, this kind of activity happens very frequently. So, like there's this volcano called Sakurajima in Japan. They erupt every day, So how you gonna say?
Well, that's an active volcano. So the thing about tectonic activities like that, right, is when you have a major shift of a plate. So there are several ways. You've got subduction, then you've got it when they move parallel to each other, and every single move, even though it's a small one, it causes very big vibrations
because it's a big plate of land one.
Yes. So what to do? We live on this world, and it takes place, right?
Yeah.
But you're right. I was looking.
So on a parallel topic, how do you guys feel about seeing all these things? Like you're basically witnessing death in. Like last week when the Bangkok, the skyscraper, it fell, the people inside. And when you see like the previous tsunami or tsunami coming, hitting the shoreline, the boats, the houses, the people there. I mean, how do you guys? Are you guys affected by it?
Of course.
Yes, you watch it. Yes.
I mean,
no.
Aduh, Cici.
Why? What happened?
I already visited my desk.
Oh my god. Choi. No good. Touch wood.
But no, I mean, because especially Bangkok, where there's no such occurrence of an earthquake.
Yeah.
And for Myanmar, I know Myanmar has more towards the border between Myanmar and Bangladesh is more, So it happened that the epicenter is somewhere so near to Bangkok that it caused such a big, devastating effect, which is quite scary because even in Singapore, sometimes we get tremors from certain earthquake from Indonesia, right?
Yes. Yes, we do feel it sometimes.
Have any of you experienced
tremors? Yes.
Before?
So this was I'll share my quick story. So this was how many years ago? This was about 15 years ago. I remember I was a newbie in my firm. It was on a Friday evening. We were all like wrapping up our work, going to go off very soon. It's like 5 plus, you know. And that time, my office was on the 39th floor.
Oh my
39th floor of the Hong Leong building. So it's in CBD lah. And all of a sudden you started feeling, what was going on? Slowly, why is it swaying? And then the water, right? You just see the water going like this. The water level, you know, moving.
T-Rex coming.
Yeah. No, you can see the thing slowly swaying, and we are 39 floors up. It was so freaky, you know. We're like, it was swaying for like a good 30 seconds, 1 minute. You can actually feel the building moving, you know. After that, the lift shut off, the alarm went off, you know. You know, and the building managed, please do not rush. Then you are investigating all the, you know, the typical warning announcement came on, and we quickly packed up right away.
Ran down the stairs, right? Because got no lift.
Right now, yeah, all the lifts were stopped. Yeah, but I think it happened because
it does.
Yeah, it happens because if earthquake goes off in like Java or, you know, any part of the nearby islands, you definitely feel it, all the tremors and all that. So, and Singapore, the soil is very loose.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
don't forget, Hong Leong, that side, not the reclaimed land.
No, it's not
reclaimed land. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Have you ever felt a tremor?
Never.
Have lah. When you're in Japan, When you're in Japan. Yeah.
When I think I felt the one from Indonesia, and this was in my house. I was I stay on the 10th floor at that time, and I did feel a bit of a sway. Yeah, and then later on, it's only later on that you find out that it's an earthquake.
Yeah, the sensation is like a bit giddy.
Yes. You slowly like feel like that. What's going on?
Giddy. You don't feel, not like, same thing, not like movie, you know?
No, that one is if you are closer to the epicenter.
Yeah.
And the thing about Singapore is that we have BCA, we've got building codes, and it's not as simple as just erecting a building, right? There's so much regulation when it comes to our building that I feel that we're in a very good place to feel safe enough, even though we have a lot of high rise. But it cannot be said for in other places in Southeast Asia. Right?
No, I think we are more protected because we are surrounded by islands. We are surrounded by the bigger islands like Borneo, Indonesia. We're surrounded by the islands, so we're not going to feel the full brunt of any natural disaster. Whether it's
never say never lah.
No lah.
Okay, let's all of us take out our
lah, but you know,
and then put the date in. Is the 5th of July.
So
right?
The bottom line is, you can be as rich, you got a lot of crypto coins, whatever. When the thing comes, everybody die together. Yeah. And this is the end of the new segment.
There, I put it in already.